Breaking. Princess Leonor and Christian's love link, what the palace won't say. The cameras flashed. The world watched. But behind those royal smiles, something was hidden. A bond unspoken. A connection unconfirmed. And now, it's breaking wide open. Princess Leonor of Spain, the poised, disciplined future queen. Prince Christian of Denmark, the charming heir with a quiet gaze. Their lives were never meant to intertwine beyond formality. And yet, they did. What began as innocent exchanges at royal gatherings has now evolved into whispers echoing across Europe's most guarded palaces. Letters exchanged. Glances caught. Moments that never made it to the front page. Insiders reveal this connection runs deeper than anyone dared to believe. And the Spanish palace, silent. Completely silent. Because admitting this bond could change royal tradition forever. So how did it start? Let's go back. It was October. A crisp evening in Copenhagen. The Danish royal family hosted dignitaries and young heirs from across Europe. Among them, Leonor, radiant in her signature grace. Observers noted a subtle spark. Not the kind that explodes, but the kind that lingers, steady, undeniable. Later, during a closed event at Zarzuela Palace in Madrid, Prince Christian was among the few invited foreign royals. A private dinner. No media, no cameras. But the stories that leaked. They told everything. One guest described them as comfortable, effortless, as though they'd known each other for years. And yet, no one dared to ask the obvious question. Was this the beginning of a royal connection the world wasn't supposed to see? Sources close to both families say the friendship deepened through private correspondence. Handwritten letters, thoughtful gifts, subtle exchanges during royal functions. Christian reportedly sent Leonor a pendant, a discreet piece of jewelry that she's worn quietly on several occasions. It wasn't extravagant. It was personal. And every time she wears it, eyes notice. But what's truly fascinating isn't the object itself, it's the message behind it. A message of trust, understanding, and perhaps, love. As one royal aide confessed, Leonor is very careful. She knows her position. But she's also human. Christian makes her smile in a way we rarely see. Still, there's tension. Because love in royalty isn't like love in the real world. It's calculated, examined, and often, denied. The Spanish palace maintains strict control over Leonor's public image. Every move, every expression, every word, measured. Her destiny is tied to the crown. Her duty, to Spain. And yet, within those walls, the question remains, can duty and emotion coexist? Meanwhile, in Denmark, Christian faces similar expectations. He's the future king, bound by responsibility, watched by millions. But when he's asked about Leonor, even indirectly, there's a tell. A pause. A small, unmistakable smile. Behind the scenes, their connection has created quiet tension between both royal houses. The Spanish monarchy sees Leonor as their national symbol, pure, unblemished. Any romantic speculation risks scandal. The Danish court, on the other hand, is known for warmth and openness, yet they too tread carefully. The press has been relentless. Photos of them appearing in the same events are dissected frame by frame. Social media lights up with speculation. Are they together? Are they writing each other? Is this the start of the next great royal love story? And yet, both remain silent. Perhaps that silence speaks louder than any confirmation ever could. Because silence is protection. Protection of something delicate, something real. And within the palace walls, those who know them both whisper, this isn't just young infatuation. Leonor, they say, admires Christian's calm nature, his ability to make her laugh when pressure weighs heavy. Christian, in turn, sees in Leonor the same discipline and sense of duty he's been raised to carry. It's not just romance. It's recognition. Two heirs, bound by destiny, understanding each other in ways no one else can. But the question remains, what will happen if this connection becomes undeniable? If photos emerge, if a moment slips, one look too long, one smile too telling. Behind the walls of Zarzuela Palace, there's concern. Leonor's advisors worry about her image, especially as she takes on greater constitutional roles. A young queen must appear impartial, focused, unaffected by personal distractions. But what if the heart decides otherwise? Insiders say the Spanish queen, Letizia, has mixed feelings. She understands love, she married for it. Yet she also knows the sacrifices monarchy demands. Her daughter's emotions, though human, must never overshadow her duty. Meanwhile, King Felipe, ever composed, is said to be watchful, not disapproving, but cautious. He's seen how public fascination can twist stories into chaos. One wrong narrative, and the entire monarchy could face unnecessary scrutiny. Still, the connection persists. Because love, real love, doesn't ask for permission. It exists quietly, between the lines, in letters no one sees, in glances shared when the cameras turn away, in the silence of understanding between two hearts carrying crowns. And that's where the palace fears most, not scandal, but sincerity. Because sincerity cannot be managed. As Europe watches, as fans dissect every gesture, one thing becomes clear: there's more truth in their silence than in any official denial. So what does the palace truly know? And what won't they say? Perhaps, that history has a way of repeating itself. That love often blooms in the unlikeliest of places, even between two young royals separated by nations, united by destiny. And perhaps, that the next chapter of Europe's monarchy won't be written in council meetings or ceremonies, but in the quiet connection between a Spanish princess and a Danish prince who dared to care beyond the rules. The palace can withhold statements. The media can speculate. But in the hearts of millions watching, one truth resonates: love finds a way, even through walls of tradition, expectation, and duty. Because no matter how high the crown sits, the heart always whispers louder. And that whisper, that unspoken truth, may just be what the palace doesn't want the world to hear.